This is chapter 17, lesson 1, and it's all about plotting points on a coordinate grid. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you feel like you have some background knowledge, or in 4th grade or in 3rd grade you learned about coordinate grids. This is one of my favorite parts of math. Very good, hands down. It's okay if you haven't. We're going to talk about it right now. So the learning goal for today is to be able to plot points or draw points or find points. Okay, plot is a word for find, draw, whatever you want to call it, points on a coordinate grid. So a coordinate grid is formed by two perpendicular number lines. What does the word perpendicular mean? What does perpendicular mean? Come on.
Perpendicular is two straight lines that form a right angle.
That form a right angle. So these two lines are perpendicular because the angles they form at the intersection are 90 degrees or right angles. Are these two lines? Are those perpendicular?
No.
Those are parallel. Okay? So a coordinate grid is formed by two perpendicular lines that intersect at the 0 of each line. So you can see that here is a number line, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. This is a number line going this way. And then perpendicular to it, going up, is another number line, right? And it also goes 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay? The horizontal number line, this one right here, is called the x-axis. And the vertical line, the one that goes up and down, is called the y-axis. The point where the number lines meet is called the origin. Okay? Here's the origin. It says you can describe any point on the grid by an ordered pair. Remember, when we have a pair of things, is that one thing, two things, three things? How many things are a pair? Two. A pair is always two things. So an ordered pair means a pair that's in order. And the order is always x first and then y first. Which letter comes first in the alphabet?
X.
So in an ordered pair, which number comes first, x or y? X, okay? So the ordered pair is always x and y. Now the way we write ordered pairs is always like this. Parentheses, and then whatever the x coordinate is, comma, y, and then close parentheses. Okay? The way you find an ordered pair, this is important, write this down. You move x units to the right, and then y units up, and then make a dot. Because remember, does x go left and right, or does it go up and down? X goes left and right. Okay, so we're going to always move the x first, which is left or right, and then the y second, which is up or down. Let's find out how can we plot a coordinate, an ordered pair on a coordinate grid, right? Because that's our goal today. So let's say we want to plot the point. Remember, ordered pairs are always in a parentheses. Let's do 7, 2. Okay, go ahead and write 7, 2 on the side. We're going to make a list of all the ones we're pointing, or graphing, sorry. 7, 2. So the first number, which coordinate is that referring to? X or y?
X.
And x moves how many? Or it moves to the, which side?
Right.
To the right. So we start at the origin, which is right here, and we move how many spaces to the right?
7.
7. Okay, that's at the 7 there. And then the second coordinate here is at the x or the y?
Y.
And the y moves which direction?
Up.
And so how many spaces should I move up?
2.
2. So I'm going to start at the 7 and move 2. And then I'm going to label this. I'm going to label it using the same way I wrote it on the side. 7, comma 2. And that's how you graph. That's how you plot the coordinate. No, that's how you graph. So let me say this again. That's how you plot the ordered pair of 7, 2. Okay? See if you can do this one. Let's see if we can plot the point that is 7, 6. And then you can also, you can label these A, B, so you can write an A here, because that one's A. A, okay? B will be 7, 6, C will be 2, 6, and D will be 2, 2. When you're finished, connect those dots. Okay, so B is 7. Is this for B? Is this 7, is it, is that the X or the Y axis?
X.
X. And X moves which direction, Henrik? Okay, to the right.
Like, yeah,
Left and right.
left.
So how many spaces should I move to the right?
You should move 1. No, not 1. So.
I'm trying to do this one right now. For point B, how many spaces to the right should I move? Hey, Mon.
7 spaces.
7 spaces, okay? And then, is that the point? Is that B right there? At 7? What else do I have to do? Aditya. The y-axis, which is the second number. So, Henrik, which way does the y-axis move?
The y-axis moves up or down.
Up, okay. So, how many spaces here should I move up?
6.
6. So, I'm going to start at the 7. I'm going to go all the way up to the 6. And how can I label this dot? What should I write? I should write B, because that's point B. And then I should write 7, comma, 6. Okay, how do I find point C? What could I do, Sanjana?
For point B, you can go 2 to the side,
2 to the right, okay.
to the right, and then 6 up.
6 up, okay. And how can I label it?
You can,
I'll write C. And then what else should I write in parentheses?
parentheses 2, comma 6.
And then end parentheses, right? Make sure you have those end parentheses. Okay, what about point D, Dara? How can I find point D?
Well, since first is the x-axis, you go over 2
Okay, 2 spaces over, and then
spaces up.
2 spaces up. And I will label this D, and then in parentheses 2, comma 2. Now if I connect these 4 points, what shape did I draw?
Square. Rectangle.
Is it a square?
It's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle. So on your paper you should have a rectangle.